Now, bringing you the very best in New Hampshire-based local music on IPMNation.com and 100.1 The Planet, this is Local Outbreak.
Peddler of great renown, he peddled his wares from town to town. In an old jaunty wagon filled to the brim, trinkets and treasures they were piled up within. But he had one gem he'd never sell. Black hair, eyes blue as the sky. The young girl's beauty was known far and wide. For 20-odd years she rode by its side. When I first saw her I knew I'm in love with the peddler's daughter. She mastered every trick her daddy taught her. I swore I wouldn't stop until I caught her. But I'm in love with the peddler's daughter. For 3 long years I tried to catch her eye. I needed to prove I wasn't just some other guy. So every week when they'd come to town, I'd grab my money and I'd lay it down. I spent every shilling that I had. Week after week, we'd play that game. She'd take all my money, forget my name. But little by little I'll wear her down, until that day she finally comes around. She'll look at me and she'll know I'm in love with the peddler's daughter. Like a drowning man trying to tread water, like a lamb being led to the slaughter. I'm in love with the peddler's daughter. I tried, she resisted my charms, until that one night she fell into my arms. In that sweet moment she let down her guard. We kissed and we rolled underneath the stars. She looked deep into my eyes and knew the peddler's daughter. I lost every time that I fought her. She sold every gift I ever bought her. But I'm in
We've got a great show for you today. What's that?
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, yes. We've got joining us in studio, and I want to have the website in front of me because I want to give these guys the proper introduction. The band is the Pop Farmers. We have Dan Demo Morin. Is it? Let me get those mics up. Is it Morin or Moran?
It's Moran, but
Moran. All right, Dan Demo Moran. We have Gary, Mr. Brightside Blaisdell, and Tyler Timo Morin or Moran.
me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Gary's actually not here. That Gary. He was kind of lazy today. So
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Jimmy 3 Pints Mahoney.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Sorry. I apologize. Well, I tried to give you the proper
good.
intro, but I wanted to get the yes. So you guys are now 2 of you have been on the show before with other projects, but this is the first time the Pop Farmers have been here, and this is a busy time of year for you guys, right?
Yeah, March is typically our busy season because we're pretty much just a classic rock cover band that plays in a lot of Irish bars. So we ended up learning a lot of Irish songs. So
Yeah.
We could play every day if we wanted to.
And that song that we played a few minutes ago, "The Peddler's Daughter." That's now, is that an original or is that a classic Irish song?
No, I wrote Tyler and I wrote that one.
Oh, very
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, no, that's really good. And we have another studio track too that we'll play a bit later in the show. Patrick
Couturier. Hi, Pat.
Couturier in the chat room. He says, "Well, I'm hearing Dan's track, so so he's able to hear everything." But
You're in the right place.
yeah, so you can still chat in there. Let's you guys want to play something for us, and we'll unfortunately, we'll have to kind of sound check on the fly. But I will. I'm used to riding the faders in here, but yeah, you guys want to play something?
Sure.
Sure. Yep.
Tell me, Mom, when I get home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pull my hair and stole my comb, but that's alright till I get home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is a cartoon, 1, 2, 3. Please can you tell me who is she? Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for her. Knock at the door, ring the bell, singing out true love, R-U-L. Out she comes as white as snow, with rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. Old Jenny Murphy says she'll die if she don't get the fella with the roving eye. But tell me, Mom, when I get home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pulled my hair and stole my comb, but that's alright till I get home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is a belle of Belfast City. She is a cartoon, 1, 2, 3. Please can you tell me who is she? Let the wind and the rain and the hail blow high, and the snow comes tumbling from the sky. She's as sweet as apple pie, she'll get her own love by and by. When she gets a man of her own, she won't tell them all when she gets home. Let them all come as it will, it's Albert Mooney she loves still. Tell me, Mom, when I get home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pulled my hair and stole my comb, but that's alright till I get home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is a cartoon, 1, 2, 3. Please can you tell me who is she? Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for her. Knock at the door, ring the bell, singing out true love, R-U-L. Out she comes as white as snow, with rings on her fingers and bells on toes. Old Jenny Murphy says she'll die if she don't get the fella with the roving eye. Tell me, Mom, when I get home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pulled my hair and stole my comb, but that's alright till I get home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is the cartoon 1, 2, 3. Please can you tell me who is she?
Oh, you guys sound amazing.
Oh, thanks.
That was fantastic. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
If you're just joining us, we have the Pop Farmers here with us live in studio here, or three quarters of the Pop Farmers.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so is it usually 4 of you when you play live, or does it kind of vary? Or
It's usually 4 of us.
Yeah.
Sometimes we stuff 3 people in just because we got to play some pretty small places, but
yeah,
which usually a pretty powerful quartet.
yeah. No, you guys sound fantastic.
Thank you.
How long has this project existed? How long has the Pop Farmers been around?
Jimmy and I have been doing the Pop Farmers. Actually, next year will be our 20th year. We started in
Wow.
2005,
No kidding.
and Tyler came on about 10 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, 2010-ish.
Yeah, my wife did some travel nursing, so when I left, we were gone for 9 months, and Tyler took over the bass playing role. And then when I came back, somebody else quit the band, and he decided to stay. So he's been with us ever since.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very
And
good.
plus, you know him from the Fox and the Flamingos.
Yes, yes. And you were here with
Glittertooth.
Glittertooth, yes. It's hard to keep it all straight. There's so many
Yeah.
people in so many different bands all at once.
Yeah,
Jimmy, are you in other bands as
No,
well?
I'm the only monogamous.
he's actually been the only one that's been in the band all 20 years.
That's
This
because
time.
no one else will take me.
Yeah, because I was out for 9 months, but I came back.
Now, you know what's fascinating about this, though, Jimmy, is usually it's the drummer who's in like 10 different bands.
Yeah,
That's what I was
It is.
thinking.
Yeah, that's been my experience doing these interviews. It's usually, because drummers are in such high demand.
Yep.
I think
And,
you're the first monogamous drummer.
Yeah.
we love
That
him so
we've
much we
ever
won't let
had.
him go anywhere else. We keep him for ourselves.
Yep.
I can see why.
Gracie Wright joins us in the chat room.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey, Gracie.
Jenny's taking pictures and video, right?
What?
And
You miss seeing Jimmy's handsome face though.
that's right.
I have a face for radio.
That's what Matt says.
Oh, you guys want to play another one? Yeah,
Sure.
you sound amazing. I'm dying to hear another one.
Thanks. Yeah,
Absolutely.
we don't play just Irish music, so we're gonna do. This is a Steve Earle song, and it's like
Oh, I love Steve
We
Earle.
like it because it kind of sounds Irish anyway. So
Okay.
but we'll, Well, my name's John Lee Pettimore, same as my daddy and his daddy before. Well, you hardly ever saw Granddaddy down here. He only come to town about twice a year. Buy 100 pounds of yeast and some copper line. Everybody knew he'd made moonshine. Well, the revenue man wanted Granddaddy bad, headed up to Hollywood with everything he had. More of my time than I've been told, never come back from Copperhead Road. My daddy ran whiskey in a big block Dodge, honored in an auction at the Mason's Lodge. The Johnson County Sheriff painted on the side, just shot coat of primer and he looked inside. Well, him and my uncle tore that engine down. I still remember that rumbling sound. Then the sheriff came round in the middle of the night, heard mama crying, knew something wasn't right. Headed down to Knoxville with the weekly load, you could smell the whiskey burning down Copperhead Road. Hey!
Copperhead Road. Hey! Copperhead Road. Copperhead Road. Hey, Copperhead Road.
I love Steve Earle.
Thanks.
You definitely did him justice. That was great. That was great. If you're just joining us, we have the Pop Farmers live in studio with us. And you guys must have a show tonight somewhere, I would assume, right?
We had one last night. That's why we're kind of a little groggy.
Oh.
So, but we have two tomorrow. So we're playing 11 o'clock. Yeah. 11 o'clock in the morning over in Haverhill, Massachusetts at the Peddler's Daughter. And we're playing from 11 to 3. And then we going to hightail it over to Nashua, Peddler's Daughter, and play from 7 to 10.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So Jimmy keeps track of where we go. I just
Now, is there, I assume St. Patrick's Day is the one time of year where you would actually do shows in the morning, right?
Yeah, we don't do too many 11 o'clock. That's why when we book this, we're going 9 o'clock in the morning.
right.
They're not rock star hours.
After the night before.
Yeah. Very cool. How many, can you guys even put a number on how many songs you know? You probably know like a ton of songs, right?
Yeah, our list is pretty big, but although invariably we get somebody requesting a song and we don't know it.
Oh, really?
Sometimes
Yeah.
they get mad.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I know a lot of songs. I don't know all of them.
Right.
But
Yeah, I mean,
Tyler deals with them better than I do.
Really? Yeah.
well, depending on how you ask them. Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
I'm a little more diplomatic. Tyler's just like, no, we don't.
Yeah,
play.
somehow I became the enforcer.
Really? Yeah.
So sorry if I've turned you down, but we don't know it. We don't know it.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, including the Irish stuff. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to be well over. It's
we
almost 100 songs at least.
We
right?
still get people requesting Irish songs, and we like I said, we're a bar band. We play some Irish songs, but we don't know all of them.
Yeah.
Sometimes people get really snooty about it. Oh, you don't know that song? I'm like, sorry, I'll learn it for next St. Patrick's Day, maybe.
Right.
But yeah, it's a fun day, and it's kind of like doing not a battle, but it's a long slog during the day. So, but it's a good fight.
Yeah.
Good time.
Let's see. Don Sylvia's in the chat room. Hello. Also, Patrick says you can't see, but I'm doing an Irish jig right now.
We can always trust Pat to be doing a jig.
He's a good dancer.
Gracie says, Mackenzie says, hi, Dad, to Jim.
Mackenzie.
Very
Hi,
nice.
Mackenzie.
Very nice. Diane says, I'm not. It's not officially St. Patty's Day until the Pop Farmers play.
Oh,
Thanks, Di.
Very nice. Now, you guys do have some original music, and we'll play another studio track a little bit later. But do you have you recorded much, or do you just have a few that you've done?
Tyler and I, during the two songs that you're playing, Tyler and I during COVID, we decided I had like five or six songs that I had written pretty much musically, but I had no words to them.
Yeah.
So I figured during COVID we had nothing to do, so I called Tyler and said, "Hey, let's go in the studio." So then we called some of our friends and we recorded an album of original songs under the name Moran instead of Duran.
Oh,
Nice.
So he's
no
Moran,
kidding.
I'm Moran, so we're Moran.
Oh, cool.
And, so then we called our buddies and we got in the Board's House Studios in Brookline.
Yeah.
Pete Peliquin, he's awesome. He did all our work and it was a great fun. Like I said, we would just go in, the two of us, work on the songs, and then call up our friends and say, "Hey, can you play whatever on this song?
Yeah.
Play drums or play bass." And the first song you played, we actually shipped some of it out to our friends in California. Our friend Bobo, he played accordion on it. And, his wife Tracy played bass, and I think we had Gio Hennessy. She played violin. So
Okay.
so normally we didn't have that. I don't know anybody else who plays accordion. So
Yeah.
let's call Bobo and say, "Can you play accordion on this?" And he did. So it was cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
Moran and Friends.
Yes.
That's kinda what it
Oh, no kidding.
ended up being.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to check that out. Very nice. Did you guys want to play another live one for us?
Sure.
We got the Pop Farmers here with
Down
us
for-
live in studio on this St.
Whatever.
Patrick's Day weekend.
All right. We'll do another Irish song, the Black Velvet Band. Sure. And before we do, though, I want to give a shout out. our friend Cameron Thomas, he plays with a band called the Incidentals, and he led Jimmy this cajon kit that he has today.
Oh, very cool.
Normally, Jimmy has a big like Neil Peart kit that has drums, and so you wouldn't fit in this room. But
No.
thank you, Cameron, if you're listening.
Get one of those chairs to strap in. We made him blush.
Oh,
We
Aw.
flip them upside down sometimes.
the Tommy Lee chair. Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yep.
In a neat little town they call Belfast, apprentice to trade I was bound, and many an hour of sweet happiness I spent in that sweet little town, till sad misfortune came over me and forced me to stray from the land, far away from my friends and relations, to follow the black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. As I was out strolling one evening, not meaning to go very far, I met with a picklesome damsel. She was plying her trades in a bar, when a watch she took from a customer and placed it straight into me hand. And the law it came and arrested me. Bad luck to my black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. The next morning before judge and jury, a trial I was set to appear. And the judge, he says, me young fellow, the case against you is quite clear. And 7 long years is your sentence. You're headed for Von Diemen's land, far away from your friends and relations, to follow the black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. So listen up, all ye young fellows, and please heed this warning from me. Whenever you're out on the liquor, me lads, beware of the pretty colleens, for they'll fill you with whiskey and porter till you're no longer able to stand. And the very next thing you know, me lads, you're headed for Von Diemen's land. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Tied up with a black velvet band. Tied up with a black velvet band. Hey,
Oh, very nice. The
That was awesome.
The
I
Pop
need a Guinness
Farmers.
now.
The Pop Farmers are here with us. By the way, hello to our friend Melanie La Liberty from the great state of Vermont. She says because there's no because the video's not working. She said I can't even tell if there are any sturdy beards.
Oh, she's missing out. Oh, you have no
sturdy
idea what
beards
you're
are-
missing.
That's
That'd be a good name for a band, right?
That was from the Glitter Tooth days.
Yes, yes.
Beards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Melanie's-
there is one sturdy. Well, Jimmy's got a pretty sturdy beard.
Yeah, I'd say all three of you have sturdy beards, but Dan, yours
I don't
yours
know.
is by
Yeah.
far the
Jay
sturdiest.
Fed would definitely ping yours is the best one in the room.
So thanks.
He's
Yeah.
very fond of length.
Yes. We have-
Yes, yes.
They're sturdy. All-
And for
all
those who
three- all
cannot
three
see,
are
the
sturdy.
beard is just about mid chest.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet they're mad now. They can't see
Yeah.
it. You have to see pictures later. Ha, ha.
Now, when you guys play out, do you have guest musicians come up and play with you? Because I would imagine you've got people in the scene who also know like a lot of these classic Irish songs, probably.
Yeah, a lot of times we have we. It's weird because when I lived in Derry, there really wasn't much of I didn't see much of a music scene, but when I moved to Greenfield, it's near Milford, and you wouldn't think that Milford would have a big scene, but the Milford music scene is awesome. So we have a lot of musical friends in our circle, and
Yeah.
so whenever we play, invariably people would jump up with us.
Yeah,
And, it's a lot of fun with them.
yeah,
There's a handful of them that we refer to as honorary pop farmers.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, very cool, very cool. Melanie says no one likes a tease, guys.
Neener, neener,
If
neener.
you go to the pop farmer page, you'll be able to see it.
That's right. That's right.
Guarantee it.
And Gracie said, Kenzie and I are applauding after every song from upstate New York.
Oh,
Thank you.
Very good. Very good. Now, when you guys, what's the longest show you guys have ever played? Because I would imagine some of these shows get pretty long, especially with all the songs you know.
We were talking. Jimmy and I were talking about that the other night. We did a private party that we were supposed to be 4 hours.
Yeah,
It started as 4 hours,
Yeah.
and then they kept saying, we'll pay you more." So I think it ended up being 6 hours.
Yeah.
No kidding.
And, we ended up playing all the songs we knew more than once, but
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like
And-
we
yeah.
ran out of songs at some point. But
Yeah.
they kept throwing money at us, so I was like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're paying, we're playing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now, what's the, do you have a policy in the band as far as, because obviously with these shows, with St. Patrick's Day, there's a lot of alcohol around. How do you
No.
approach that? Do you just say, we're not going to imbibe because we don't want to?
We carpool, and
Yeah.
I drive down and Dan drives me home.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, there is a policy. It's don't feed the drummer beer.
Oh,
that-
okay.
He always ends up with
Which
some.
is a horrible
I mean,
policy.
Yeah.
if there's any day of the year, like, I would say anyone's permitted to drink. Everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. So,
Right,
so long
right.
as there's still Guinness, I think.
yeah, I'm riding with Jim, so I'm expecting to drive home.
Right.
Although when we first started playing, we didn't play a lot of Irish songs, and I didn't play mandolin at first. So once we started playing more, I'll learn to play the mandolin. And one of our original pop farmers was a really good mandolin player, and he was kind enough to teach me some stuff and kind of let me take over. And I think it was the first St. Patrick's Day party we did. I was still learning to play, and I forgot how to play mandolin like halfway through.
Yeah.
So we were like, Guinness did not help.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I was a novice, and by the time I got done, I was a beginner. So
Yeah.
it was bad.
Oh, by the way, Patrick in the chat room says, hence the name Jimmy 3 Pints.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Well, that makes sense. By the
Take
way,
the
is
fifth.
it still the case in New Hampshire? Because back when I was promoting a lot of shows, you couldn't have alcohol on stage. And then I heard that had changed. Is that true?
That changed a few years ago.
Yeah,
That did change.
It was pretty strict with it for a while, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it changed. Yeah.
It's one of the better things they could have done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fully understandable that, like, as a band, you're technically an employee of the bar or wherever you're playing.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, but I think it's one of the best decisions, at least for bands that they made, because
Yeah.
some of us, like myself, no matter how many times I get on stage, there's still some nerves that go.
Oh, sure, sure. Yeah, yeah.
So it helps
Yeah.
calm that down, and frankly, makes a better show. So long as I
Don't,
think
why do you keep looking at me when you're talking about drinking?
they can't see that, so pretend that
Probably because your name is Jimmy 3 Pints.
But
You kind of asked for it in the name.
we all like, so long as you know your limit.
Right, right. Of course. Yeah.
We usually tell people the more you, as the audience, the more you drink, the better we sound. But it doesn't work
Right.
in inverse.
Yeah.
Right,
And
right.
we all know that. I think we've all stumbled over that as musicians. I
We've
think
we've all
musician-
found our limit.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Whoops. All right.
Yeah.
A rather tall leprechaun told me you put on quite the show last Sunday at Great North.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, but that's
That
a
was
great
a
room.
I love that.
We
show. I love that.
they hire us once a year whether they want to or not. And
Yeah.
we yeah. And the first time the Leprechaun showed up, I said to these guys, everybody sees that guy, right? And it's not just me.
Right.
But we love Great North. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do too. We do too. The leprechaun is my son.
Oh, actually, I did not know that. That's awesome.
Small world.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And yet you're not Irish.
I am Irish.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. The hair.
We'll talk about it later, dear.
I'm Irish, but I've never been much of a drinker. So.
I think you're not Irish.
Yeah.
Come on out tomorrow.
No. Yeah. We'll come to a Pop Farmer show.
Yeah. Years ago, I used to. You guys remember the Uptown Tavern?
Yep.
On Elm Street. Years ago, when I was promoting shows there, it was the managers there were constantly on me about bringing in bands, about making sure they don't drink on stage, because at that time it was a big deal, and the liquor commission would come in undercover, and it was such a pain, and I'd be reminding these and I had to be the bad guy because I was the promoter, so I was constantly reminding these guys, you can't bring that on stage, and but so it's good that it changed.
Yeah.
I don't miss those days.
Makes your life easier as a promoter.
Yeah.
Telling a musician not to drink.
Yeah, and inevitably, especially St. Patrick's Day, someone will buy the band around.
Oh, of
and
course.
You're like, sorry, I can't have it on stage, and then we can change that now. So.
Patrick says in the chat that was a great show at Great North.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Patrick was there. It was a fun show.
You guys, we want to play another one?
Sure.
We got the Pop Farmers here with us live in studio this morning.
I always joke that when you're playing in an Irish bar in New Hampshire, I think it's a rule that you have to play this song. So.
All right.
And we are nothing if not rule followers, right, James?
I don't have any beer, so I
See if I can hit these notes. Well, I've been a wild rover for many's a year, and I spent all my money on whiskey and beer. And now I'm returning with gold and great store. Sure, I never will play the wild rover no more, and it's no day never. No day never no more will I play the wild rover. No never no more. Well, I went to an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady me money was spent. I asked her for credit, she answered me nay. Such a custom as yours I could have any day, and it's no day never, no day never no more will I play the wild rover. No never no more. Well, I took from my pocket 10 sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes opened wide with delight. She said, I have whiskey and wine's of the best, and the words that I spoken were only in jest, and it's no day never, no day never no more will I play the wild rover. No never no more. I went home to my parents, confess what I've done, and I pray that they'll pardon their prodigal son. And if they forgive me as oft time before, sure I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no day never, no day never no more will I play the wild rover. No never no more. And it's no day
Pop Farmers here with us live in studio this morning. So what's next for you guys after St. Patrick's Day weekend? Do you have a lot of shows planned as we go into spring and summer, or?
Yeah, we have like a summertime semi-residency up at a place called it's McGurk's. It's an Irish bar hotel up in Hampton Beach that we play there on Saturday nights in the summer. We're not there as often as we used to be, but we've been there what, 14 years.
Yeah.
We've been doing that. So yeah, so it used to be an Irish bar, but they redid it, and now it's kind of like a tiki bar. So it's an Irish tiki bar
Tiki
when we're
Beach
there.
Bar.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a couple more gigs in March, and then we have some private gigs, and then so it's starting to pick up. We the last few months we haven't had a lot of gigs, but we're picking it up. We're going to rest a little after next week.
Yeah. Diane in the chat says the Pop Farmers are the most inclusive, fun band to see live. They invite the audience to have fun with them. Go see them.
Oh, thank you, Di.
Very nice. Melanie is asking, what do you farm? I assumed it was pop.
Yes, we get that question a lot. People, I don't often the Guinness probably doesn't help my enunciation, but sometimes people often think we're pot farmers. But
right.
And we joke that if we were pot farmers, we'd make a lot more money,
right?
And maybe dress better. But yeah, it's just we farm rock and roll. And that's what we do.
Is that who came up with the name?
That would be me.
Yeah.
We had a long list. We initially we called ourselves Naughty Pine and Aughty.
Okay.
But then that didn't seem to fit us too well. And then we had a long list. I had a whole long list of names, and
I love hearing about rejected band names.
Yeah, well,
My whole list was rejected.
Really?
yeah. And people who know Jimmy know why. But yeah, we were playing when we initially started. We were playing a lot of power pop, like the Smithereens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to get pop in the name somehow. And there was this band called the Beat Farmers. I don't know if you.
Yep.
And they spelled BEAT. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's cool, Beat Farmers. So on the list I had Pop Farmers, and I thought Jimmy and Al, our first our founding father, Al Carey, I thought he would hate the name, but they both liked it, so we were the Pop Farmers after that.
Oh, very cool.
And I have to always say Pop Farmers.
Right. yes.
Farmers.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Where should people go online to keep up with everything that you guys have coming up?
We have a website at thepopfarmers.com, THEPOP farmers.com, and we're all on Facebook and Instagram and those thingies.
Yeah, that's a nice website. Who does your site?
That would be me. Thank you, but
I'm a website nerd.
Yeah,
I love websites.
I need to get better at it, but
it's good. It looks good. I like the layout, and I like that you've got all the shows right on your homepage in a nice orderly list, which is good.
Yeah.
I mean, even just looking at this stuff, it's even simple things like that. A lot of people miss, when they're building a website for their band. So
yeah, you can figure that's the thing people want to know is where you're playing. So
right, exactly. Yeah, no, it's a good site.
Tyler helps a lot with that. He's our graphic designer.
Yeah.
Whenever we need a flyer or a poster, he developed all our logos. We have 3 different logos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so a lot of it will be my idea. I'll say, hey, can you make the Pop Farmers look like a Guinness logo? And then he did it. So one of our logos looks like a Guinness logo, but then he did our little skull and crossbones. So
Yeah.
came
I like that one.
He's our guy. And he does it all with the fox and the flamingos, all there.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, we still play that Fox and the Flamingos track. Don't Be a Stranger. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Got a
It's
hit
the only
song.
place you can hear it right now. We haven't released it or anything.
Oh really? Yeah.
Your show is the only one.
I'm sorry, Jenny. I didn't have your.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry.
Really?
She's still here.
We're gonna have a conversation.
No, I always say though, I'm telling you, you got to hit with that.
Thank you.
That you got to hit song. Your Fox and the Flamingos also came up in conversation recently because we were trying to figure out if it would be possible to do that in this room, but probably not.
We've played smaller stages. We can cram in here.
Have you? Yeah. We'd have to figure it out.
Yeah, we'd have to. Ryan has a similar kit
Yeah.
So you can.
Okay.
He's got a similar kit, so we could tuck him in the corner.
Because I always say no disrespect to Fleetwood Mac, but that day that was the best version of Rhiannon
Thank
I've
you
ever
very
heard.
much.
That's
One of the best compliments we've ever received.
That was so
Hands
good.
down.
So good. So
You
good.
let us know. We'll come back.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you guys want to play one more? We have time maybe for one more.
Oh, sure. Yeah. It's all these songs we know.
Yeah, we got to make sure we don't play Gary singing one.
Yeah. Let's do, okay, we'll do, because it's not an Irish song, but let's do Ring of Fire.
Okay.
It's the way we do it. It kind of sounds Irishy anyway. So.
Okay. All right. We'll take it.
And to give Tyler a chance to play some guitar. Well, love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. It burns, burns, burns. That ring of fire, that ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. It burns, burns, burns. That ring of fire, that ring of fire. Go on, Tyler. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. It burns, burns, burns. That ring of fire, that ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. It burns, burns, burns. That ring of fire, that ring of fire, that ring of fire, that ring of fire.
So good. So good. The Pop Farmers.
Needed a woo.
Yes.
I'm gonna turn my mic off again.
Yeah, sorry. The Pop Farmers here with us live in studio. You guys sound amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, the three of you, for joining us here this morning. And before we hit the top of the hour, let's please remind everybody what you've got coming up this weekend, so people know where they can see you.
All right, Sunday, Peddler's Daughter, Haverhill, Massachusetts, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., and then in Nashua, New Hampshire, at the Peddler's Daughter as well, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Yep.
Very good.
Join us for Guinness and Mayhem.
Long day.
And of course, you can go to thepopfarmers.com for all the dates coming up. And this has been amazing, guys. We're gonna, in a moment, we'll play. What was the? Pour That Kid a Whiskey.
Yeah.
And by kid, I assume you mean a young man, not an actual child. I don't want to get you. I don't want to get you in any trouble here.
You might be wrong.
Now, wait a minute. Is there an age limit in Ireland? I don't know that there is.
That's another one that Tyler and I wrote, but I actually I had in my head, I had the chorus. I drank my first whiskey when I was just a lad. My mother sent me to the pub to try to find my dad. That's all I had for a long time.
Yeah.
And I thought, I got to make a song out of this. And it's my granddaughters love to sing this song.
Oh, really?
It has a bad word in it, so that's why they especially like to sing the bad word part.
Yes, yes.
And,
So the song's actually from his perspective as a kid,
yes.
not as an adult giving
Mm.
child
No,
alcohol. That's different.
don't drink.
Oh, my
Don't do
goodness.
drugs and stay in school.
Yeah.
The camera's working.
Yes.
Hey!
All of a sudden.
Peter texted me and suggested something to fix it, so I tried it and it worked. So thank you, Peter. Yes. Let's see. So we're going to play. So we will end with this track, Pour That Kid a Whiskey. Guys, thank you again. But guys, thank you again, the Pop Farmers. And here it is to close out the... whoops. Whoa, something is playing, and I don't know what that is. I got to figure out where that audio is coming from.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
you.
Bye, Gary Blaisdell. We miss you, bud.
And,
See you tomorrow, all day.
You guys
Okay.
are awesome. I love it.
Thank you.
I figured out the
Happy
source
to
of
have
the...
you guys come back anytime.
Thank you. We like it. Thanks so much.
I figured out the source of the extraneous audio. I think we're okay. All right, so here we go. This is Pour That Kid a Whiskey, the Pop Farmers.
I drank my first whiskey when I was just a lad. My mother sent me to the pub to try to find my dad. We woke up Sunday morning, he was nowhere to be found. He'd spent the whole night before down at the Fox and Hound. She said, bring your father home so we can go to mass. But I could tell just by her tone she'd like to kick his ass. My father saw me coming as I walked in through the door. He slapped the barkeep on the back and he roared a mighty roar. He said, pour that kid a whiskey and put it on my tab. I became a father the day he called me dad. Pour that kid a whiskey, make it tall and make it straight. Today is his birthday, and I'm pretty sure he's 8. He was knocking back pints at the pub with his mates, solving all the world's problems at a fantastic rate. I drank the whiskey down, my throat began to burn, my eyes began to water, and my stomach took a turn. I held on to the bar as the room began to spin, and I called out, somebody please call the next of kin. I said, Dad, we have to get you home as quickly as we can. He said, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, son, today you are a man. He said, pour